Hello from me, Lazarus. We continue with the third lesson of the course on my new book, Introduction to the Lazarus IDE. Part 2. We've just started Chapter 1, More Components from the Dialogs bar in the Lazarus IDE. Let's open the PDF file. The previous two times we looked at the third and fourth components of this bar. These were the color dialog and the font dialog. Now we come to the dialogs for searching and replacing text. And we will consider these two components together, because they are related to the text and are interconnected. They serve for search, find dialog, and for replacement, replace dialog of specified words, or part of words in the text. Just to say that this is a presentation of the lesson, because it will not be included in the free lessons, because it has a specific code. And that's why it will be included in the paid part of the course and the book respectively. So here we'll just look at a brief presentation. We open a new project in the Lazarus IDE to make an example. We place on the form a multiline T-memo text field, 3 buttons, and one of these components, a find dialog and a replace dialog. We name the buttons, find, replace, and exit. Here's what it looks like. We compile. And, to make it so that when pressing the find and replace buttons the corresponding procedures are called, we will write the following simple code in the button procedures. Find dialog 1.execute, when pressing the button is called. And when pressing the second button we call replace dialog 1. About the exit button. I think it's clear. And now, if we compile and run the program, when we press the buttons dialogs will appear on the screen, like this. But actually, nothing is working right now. It turned out that in order for these buttons, fields, checkboxes in these two dialogs to work, we first had to write the corresponding code in each of the procedures ourselves. This turned out to be no easy task, especially given that of course we want to search and replace mostly Cyrillic text. But, anyway, I won't go into detail about all the problems that I had to face and solve while putting this code together. All I can say is that this became quite difficult, with a lot of trial and error of errors and finding and fixing those errors. Eventually, I managed to deal with this problem and achieved a working state of the buttons, and the procedures, and the fields. And here's an example of how we search for text and then replace it. That, I can say, is all for the presentation of this lesson. Best regards.